Hey everyone, and welcome to another Interstellar Modeler. In this video, what I'd like to do is provide you a preview of the new kit from round 2 of the Space 1999 Eagle. Up until now, the only model of the Eagle that was commercially available was the one produced by Mpc and was reintroduced into the market by round 2. This is the Mpc kit right here, and you can see in a previous video I did feature this model. I had to do a number of modifications to the cage areas here in order to try to make it a little bit more accurate. The model measures about 11.5 inches from front to back. And you can see by the label here, this model is twice as long, coming in at 22 inches, and there's definitely a lot of effort to make this model more accurate. There's absolutely no doubt that this is one of the most highly anticipated models. Now, if you're not too familiar with Space 1999, it is a 1970s science fiction show about the moon getting blasted out of Earth's orbit. And if you are a model maker, I'd encourage you to take a look at it because this was done before CGI effects were available. And one gentleman that was heavily involved in creating the show was Brian Johnson, who was a special effects wizard. And he was heavily involved also with 2001: A Space Odyssey. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look inside the box now. Now, the one word that came to mind as I opened the box for the first time was just wow. I mean, look at the size of the kit. Let me just go ahead and bring this other Eagle here. And you can see there's quite a difference here between the old Mpc kit. So let me go ahead and lay out these parts here so you can take a closer look at them. So first, let's go ahead and take a look at the command module. You can see the nice detail here and crisp lines along the surface. And also, they've included now the interior detailing of those cages, so you no longer have to try to build it out yourself. This model includes a lot of that detailing there. So bear in mind, as I have these parts laid out for you to look at now, these do not represent all the parts that are included in the kit, simply because there are duplicates of these trees here. So for example, there are 3 other duplicates of this very same tree of this one, and this as well, and so on and so forth. But let's just take a closer examination of some of these parts now. These are the pilots that are included, so the command module is big enough now that you'll be able to see through the windows and see a cockpit built out inside. So they include pilots, they include a back wall, which is over here to the cockpit. And then looking at the detailing of the pods here, you can see it's very intricate. The lines are very nice and sharp there. They also included now detailing for the pods as well, the passenger pod. And if we go over here to the landing gear, and you can see some of the engine bells, you can see that's fairly sophisticated. Now, on a television show, when you see the ship land, you can see that there's a little bit of spring there, or just to give you the impression of weight, and that's what they've done here. They've actually added springs to this model kit, so when you lift the model kit and set it down, you should see a little bit of spring action there in the landing pads, just like you see on a television show. Okay, you can see some detailing here of the passenger pod, and this is the detailing here along the spine, the upper spine of the ship, and this is also detailing here along the underside of the pod as well. And this is really interesting because most of this here was just molded into the Mpc kit. It was not separate, just like you see here. And this bag, of course, contains the springs that I just showed you there and the windows to the passenger pod. And then we have the decal sheet, which includes markings for the windows and on the side pods. And you can see the markings here for the engine tanks and so forth. So this should be a very fun kit to build. Obviously a lot of detailing here to work with. I definitely plan on lighting mine up. And if you actually want to see people building this model up here, you can go to a Facebook page called Space 1999 Props and Ships. And let me just get you a brief look here at the instructions. And you can see there are quite a few parts here to work with. Now let's take a look at the back side. And the one comment I have been seeing online so far is that the model is fairly easy to put together. Now, one other thing I wanted to point out is that there is an accessory kit also available which replaces a lot of the engine bells and other pieces with actual metallic or metal pieces. I do not plan on getting that kit. That kit runs about another $100, so I'm going to use what's provided here. And for all the parts that are supposed to be metal, I'm going to paint with Alclad. Alright, so there you have it. This again is the Eagle from round 2. You can tell that a lot of work went into putting this model together and getting it into market and making it as accurate as possible. You can tell all their efforts definitely paid off. So I look forward to putting this kit together. It's going to be a little time before I get to mine. Again, I encourage you to check out that Facebook page if you want to follow people who are building this kit currently. And it's very helpful to do that because you can see all the things that they're going through, and then a lot of times they have some good tips and helpful information for you as you get prepped to build yours. So if you have any comments, feel free to contact me as usual here on my YouTube channel or email me at interstellarmodeler@gmail.com. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.